Hey there, how's it going? Got another combat demo for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you guys key attack creation menu, kind of how that's looking so far. So as you can see on screen, we've got a couple things here. You're looking at key blast right now, so I'll go through and look at the different key blasts and how this will look. You got a blast, a wave, big blast, which I'll show later in the video actually being fired, because that one's new since last video, and disc. So a couple things, you can move these around in here. Obviously laser, spiral, those aren't here yet. You can preview animations, be able to see the character shooting the attack as you'll see it in game. Mind you, there's a little bit of rendering issues here. He's the bloom on the blast is a little offset there. Big blast. Some of the animations look a little odd whenever you switch during the animation, but that stuff I'll be polishing as time goes on. Okay, so a couple things here. I just want to show some of this off. So some ideas I had is maybe when you raise your damage, your size and speed will be penalized, which is a little ironic because usually when a blast gets stronger, it gets bigger in Dragon Ball. Usually, obviously, there's some people like Broly. He does that really cool condensing energy thing, which is actually an idea I've had. It'd be really cool. So when you charge an attack, I showed this last video, it gets bigger naturally. So it'd be really cool if you could adjust that in the creation of these moves. Be like, I actually want it to condense when I charge it, so that it gets smaller, and then maybe you throw it and it gets bigger. I've seen Broly do that. It's kind of cool. But you adjust these. Basically, if I want to add 50% to one of these, it has to come from the other two evenly. So that's an idea. Not set on that for now, though. You'll be able to change the firing sound, the flying sound, and the impact sound. Right now, honestly, I think we're going to make a sound for each type of key and then just let you, oh, you want your blast to sound like a disc. Why not? I don't really think audio cues are impactful enough that they need to be limited to each type. This isn't like a... this isn't like a hardcore, firing animation. This one will likely come from things like, okay, you've unlocked the Kamehameha. You can use Kamehameha animation for waves, Gallic Gun, Final Flash, all those wave attacks, special attacks that will come later. You'll be able to maybe, once you unlock them, come back and edit your key move and change the animation. One crazy idea is straight up just being like, oh yeah, sure man, let them throw a disc in a Kamehameha charge. Yeah, maybe. It depends how silly we're feeling. I don't know. Let's look at the coloring now. I've already shown this, but to show it again, and I posted a teaser showing that you can now color all three. You could just do this, and you can make some pretty cool attacks. Let's make this a a wave. So you'll be able to do a lot of interesting things here in making really whatever combo you want here. One thing that's neat is the inner layer. You can kind of see it there. Those pink highlights. Let me make this a little bit more of a contrasting color. You can see the pink highlights right there from the inner layer. So that's kind of neat. Yeah. Also default color mode. You might be wondering what that is. If you click that, it just takes primary color and basically desaturates it. It creates a standard color key attack, if that makes sense. That was how the coloring worked last video. It was just explicitly one color, and it would create second and third color from that, okay? So, I'm pretty happy with this so far, but let's talk about some other changes that have been made since the last video. Since the last video, I briefly mentioned key blast changes and how we're gonna be doing that. To summarize that, we're changing the basic key blast combo. That's going to be a barrage of sorts, where you just spam the Q key or whatever, and instead of 6 attacks, it will now be 8 in a combo. And one big change is any blast can now become a blast. So the way it will work is when you edit your blast in the key creation menu, that will be your barrage. They're one and the same. You'll probably be able to customize them individually, maybe. Not 100% on that. Leave me comments down below if you like it one way or another, okay? So, when you want to charge a blast, the barrage attacks will just become a blast. And I think that's pretty neat, a pretty nice flow there, so this can be one and the same attack, instead of a barrage and a key blast. Now, that's not to say barrages won't exist. Things like Hellzone Grenade are sick, and I would love for that to exist. So there will probably still be special type moves that emulate a barrage. Stuff like that, right? We're not limiting every, the key types we have do not limit the special key techniques will make, right? The more unique, the better, in all honesty. So, talking about Large Blast now. Large Blast, evidently, is just a big blast. You know, put your hands up in the air and toss that bad boy, you know, pretty much Spirit Bomb animation, more or less. So that one, the big gimmick and mechanic here is probably just going to be AoE. I don't have the AoE yet, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But effectively just AoE to hit a lot of enemies. That's the simple of it. It's obviously going to be a high damaging attack. It's going to move slower and just be big. So you have a high chance of hitting a high damage. And yeah, but it's also easy to avoid because it's slow moving. So that's pretty neat. Pretty happy with this one right now. I've got some more visual improvements to make. Then I'll just quickly show the disc again because it just got a little bit prettier since the last time you guys saw it. And yeah, I won't show Beam because Beam is broken right now because I was in the middle of experimenting on some stuff with the spiral attack. So Beam is currently broken. Maybe we'll see that next video. But thank you all for watching. Really loving these combat demos. I hope you guys are enjoying the rapid iteration you're seeing on this stuff. Leave any comments below. I would love to hear your feedback on all of these cool changes. Yeah, see you in the next one.